Good day, Lords and Ladies. Welcome back to Hard West. Well, Hard West 2, the beta. And we are back where we left off. We just escaped from the ghost train. I wanted to basically sew a bit more of the beta off before it ended. Especially like the open world elements of it and like the RPG sort of like decision making that you have in the open world. So let's dive into it, shall we?
We could all use some hot coffee.
You stumble upon the remnants of a camping site. The tents were ripped to shreds, the fire reduced to a pile of smoking embers. Gin. So that's where the horses came from. I think you're right. Whoever camped here came too late, a little too close to the ghost train. Train's path. A little bit too close to the ghost train's path. They're probably long gone now. I shivered. Come on, let's keep moving.
We can't stay out here. We'll freeze.
You can set up camp at any time. While camping, you can chat with posse members to get to know them better. So we can camp if we want to. Camping also rejuvenates your HP, which is a good use for it. Let's check out this.
Winter in June. Crazy stuff.
A close encounter with the ghost train has left the sack in a shambles. Half of it's missing, and what remained was barely standing. Searching the ruins would be risky. There's got to be something worthwhile around here, says Jin. The things we found are hunting trophies, dull-skinned knives, and rusty snares. Suggest the hut had belonged to a hunter, but they were useless to us. After finding a whole half-eagle crown, we gave up and decided to abandon the hut to look for a better shelter.
We should keep looking for shelter.
One thing I do like about this is that your posse members actually show up on the map.
Wind will be our death.
Actually show up on the world map as part of it.
If I'd wanted to freeze my ass off, I'd have stayed in Chicago.
Basically, they show up as basically part of the little group moving around, so you can always see how many people you actually have in your group, which is very nice. You can speed up time as well if you don't want to basically just go at normal speed. You can increase time, which is nice when you're travelling over long distances or going back across ways that you've come. You have the amount of money that you have. You have the options and pause menu here, which is nice.
Alright, let's look over there.
So let's keep going.
Where did all this snow come from?
The building offered little shelter, but we've managed to start a small fire. It was better than nothing. Suddenly we heard the muffled thump coming from a low mound sitting under a crooked cross, right beside the broken fence. The sky was dark, but the snow gave the night enough of a glow that we could see we were alone out there. We stood above the restless grave. Thump, thump, thump. Flynn looked at me.
Jen, I want you to think very carefully about what you're about to do now.
We'll check it out carefully. It's fate, girl, come on. Would you even be able to sleep tonight if we didn't dig up whatever the hell this is? You just need to be careful.
I'd sleep perfectly well. I hate you, Jen Carter.
We searched the farm. Once we found a pair of shovels, we started to dig. We were at it for half an hour or so when the thumping intensified. Then, just as we unearthed the lid of the coffin of a crude pine coffin, it stopped.
Hello.
A pale fist punched a hole through the coffin's lid. Splinters flew around us, and the stench of a stale tomb billowed into the cold air. We recoiled, drew our guns, and levelled them at the hand.
What in tarnation?
More loud cracks and grunts broke the wintry silence, and soon a man rose from the grave, his skin pale and sickly, his clothes covered in dust.
Why am I here? What did you do?
The dead man hauled himself out of his grave, his mouth cracked open and a dry cough produced a small cloud of dust. Then he raised a finger at us and spoke with a voice like a rusty nail scraping bone. Shoot him. Let Finn deal with him. We didn't do anything. Let's let Finn deal with him. Flynn.
You'd better watch where you're pointing that rotten finger. We helped you, jackass. We dug you up.
The undead man grunted and trudged towards the house. We decided to follow him. Inside, the stranger inspected every room, nook and cranny. He grunted and coughed his way through the place, his methodical movements betraying a particular strength and purpose. He towered above us, and yet we still couldn't see his eyes when he finally turned towards us again.
Guns! I need guns!
That's the quest marker, so I suppose he puts the story forward. Who are you?
Back in my breathing days, folks called me Old Man Bill. I've seen everything. Done everything the West has to offer. I've been an outlaw, a thief, a sheriff, a bounty hunter, hell, even an exorcist for a while. And now I'm this. Whatever this is. One day, I just woke up in that pine box buried in my yard. At first I thought I'd been dreaming. I remembered this vision of a train of death, driven by the devil himself, and chugging its way straight to hell. When he spotted me, he started to laugh. Laughed so hard, he woke me up. When I realized I was trapped, I started hitting on the coffin's lid, trying to break free. It didn't hurt none. And being already dead, I wasn't afraid of dying. I just knew I needed to get free. I don't know how long I was down there. An hour, a day, a week. The next thing I remember was the sounds of shovels, of you digging, and then I broke through.
One thing I will say is that they're going to have him narrating an audio, like if they're actually going to have spoken voice lines, it would probably be a good idea to have the voice lines line up with the text they got on the screen.
I'm gonna get some guns. Gonna track down the devil who woke me up. Gonna get him good. Then I'm gonna lay me back down.
You're not attacking, and you seem like you're on your right mind. What are you planning to do? You're right, so this is what, yeah, okay.
Listen, we know that devil of yours, and he's one tough son of a bitch. Name's Mammon, and he's done us wrong too. If you're gunning for him, I reckon we should maybe ride together, at least for a few days.
You got yourself a deal. For now. Mister.
Jin Carter, this here's Flynn.
Whatever you say, kids. Call me Bill. Look, years ago, I stashed some equipment in an old hunting shack east of here. Let's wait out the blizzard. See if my stuff's still there.
Lucky for you, we've got one more horse. Let's go. While exploring the game world, you often find side quests that can provide additional loot. He's not kidding. He's not kidding. Basically,
We ain't really dressed for this.
so far I found that most of the best stuff you get for your party is found out in the open world. So what are you poking around for here, says Jin. Guns beneath the floorboards, I think, plus some whiskey stashed in the cellar and dynamite. Yeah, tucked up under the roof. That's a damn mess. Getting everything out of there would bring it down on our heads. Would be one hell of a feat. Yeah, the girl's right. I'll grab the gun first, and then what's your preference? You can hover over to see what they do. So that gives us health back. And this is dynamite. Let's go with dynamite. Dynamite always comes in handy. Grab us some of the sticks, Bill. While we stood safely outside the sack, our new undead pal went rummaging through the debris. The place creaked and moaned in protest. It wasn't going to hold for much longer. Just as Flynn predicted, the busted down hut collapsed, burying Bill beneath the piles of broken timber. We stood there and gaped at the ruins, shocked that we'd lost the old man so suddenly like that. Just as we were opening our mouths to say a few words over his new grave, a tough son of a gun crawled out from the wreckage like it was nothing. He handed us the loot with a scowl. Right, buffalo rifle, coach gun, and some dynamite. Pretty slick, old man. Right, let us leave. You found loot for the first time. Open your inventory menu by clicking the icon at the top right of the screen, which is up here. As you can see, you can assign acquired loot to the character. Remember to experiment with different poses, posse loadouts, anytime you get something new. So we've got a rifle, a coach gun, and some dynamite. Let's see what he has for traits. Traits are basically abilities that boost stuff. Gun fires a series of demonic bullets. That's interesting. So that looks like that's going to be from his pistol, though. Shadow Step. Flynn swaps places for character in the line of sight. C and the swapped character each lose 1 HP. Okay. So we either want to give us something like a rifle or a shotgun. Because if we give her a shotgun, we can swap with someone and shoot their buddies. Or we can swap with someone who's basically a sniper and then snipe from range. Let's go with the shotgun approach for now. And he's got a pistolero. Character inflicts +1 damage when using handguns. Okay. Let's give them the dynamite, because she's going to be close range and he's going to be close range. And he's going to be long range, because the buffalo rifle is long range. Okay. We have that.
I can't feel my extremity. Not that I normally do.
I like the little banter that they have going on in the background. If you can't hear it, basically the party members basically sort of banter backwards and forwards between each other.
We're lost, aren't we?
And we have an interactive location.
My nose is frostbitten.
Right. Suddenly you stumble upon a scene so gruesome, so irrational that even our eye cursed slightly. Looking down, you can see a patch of blood-soaked snow surrounding a flimsy cross. Someone nailed a naked man to it, then left him to die in the cold. I got off my horse and took a step closer. Flynn didn't follow. Be careful, she says. Examine the scene. The man has been dead for days, left out in the weather. Animals have gotten to him, leaving behind only a scrawny skeletal shape and a mass of dead guts spilled between his legs. Bad way to go. Ignoring the stench, I've kicked the snow and guts around the corpse in search of anything useful. I noticed something stuck inside the corpse's chest cavity. Could it be playing cards? Suddenly, the corpse jerked up, twisting its neck and snapping with its teeth at my face. The Revenant goes, shh, less. Shoot him. Friend of you, Jin. Flynn, any ideas? A friend of yours, Bill? You inquire. The undead thing keeps thrashing about, hoping to attack us, but the nails and the ropes hold tight. He's nothing like me. No memories, no free will, only hunger. Probably revived when the ghost train passed nearby, damn fool. Said our own Revenant. Then took a gun and kept shooting until the wounded dead head was gone. Only then it stopped moving. Okay, with our head, the undead was now less lively now. It was simply a matter of courage. So whoever does this is going to lose some HP. We get some cards out of the arrangement. Okay. Cards, as in the first Hard West, cards basically give you buffs. They're buffs. And because this is a Wild West game, if you build particular hands of cards or suits of cards, you get particularly powerful abilities and traits. So who do we want to lose a bit of health on? Let's let Jin take the hit, because I think he's got the most HP. So let's no, not Jin, I mean Bill. Let's let Bill take the hit. Go on, Bill, get the cards. As he reaches between the ribs, the headless corpse jerked, and I saw it snap, its sharp broken bones jab his hand. At least he managed to get the hold of the cards. Yeah. Lively damn bugger, says Bill. You've unlocked new cards. Open the card menu. Okay. So, here we go. When adding cards to a character's hand, you can improve their statistics. By adding cards to a character's hand, you can improve their statistics. For example, select Jin and put the King of Diamonds in his hand to increase his luck. So, as you can see here, the cards have different abilities, and if you put them in particular suits, you get particular buffs, normally in the form of traits that become unlocked. See here, you need a straight flush to unlock the ability. So this is how it works. These traits unlock if you have particular hands. Some characters start with things unlocked already, and as you can see, they all have different traits. So for example, if we went with Bill and we said Bloodless, which requires a straight hand of cards, the character is resistant to bleeding. If we went with Flynn and we went Stay Low Key and we had a full house, basically we could get the Stay Low Key ability. If we had Jin and we had a straight flush, because certain combos are more powerful, we inflict more damage using rifles, which is very nice. So for the time being, let's go with max luck, because luck is basically your crit counter. Bullseye chance determining doubling the damage dealt by the character. Basically, it's your crit hit ability. So if we give him that, his max luck goes up. So that's basically... Oh, wait, sorry. What's that? Actually, sorry, not the bullseye chance. It's the crit. That's the luck counter. Determined by how much luck points a character can acquire. Luck points allow you to increase chance of the character to hit, which if we're going to be using a rifle is pretty important. So he's got that now equipped there. If we go to... Flynn, which one do we want to do? Double damage. Bullseye is +1. Double damage for shotgun would be nice, and he's only got rifles, so additional movement would be nice for him as well, I think, because his movement isn't as great as... Yeah, he's got the slowest movement out of all of us, so him having a bit more movement would be very nice. And we can't unlock that yet. Okay. So let's look at our characters. So Jin has got average health, good speed. Flynn has got the same as Jin. Actually, he's faster than Jin. And before he got his upgrade here from the cards, he only had a base of 12, so he was the slowest, but he had the most health. Which is understandable since he's a Revenant. Right. Let's press on, shall we?
So the snow don't blind you.
Okay, so we're getting to a town location.
Are we there yet?
There's a train station. As you come close to the station, you saw a single train standing on the side track. A sad, round man with his hands in his pockets standing on a wooden platform. You knew here? Got in right before the avalanche? What avalanche, you say? The eastern pass is blocked. No trains, no roads, nothing. We're trapped here in this damn valley. What's happening in town, you inquire? Dan Richardson's playing sheriff again. I heard they found an unwanted man, a native. They're going to hang him today. A native? Could it be deer? Whispers Flynn. Big guy wearing an armor jacket, she inquires. Don't know. Never wanted to have anything to do with this. Says the station master. There's the town. There is general store as well. General store like this one's are the perfect place to pick up tools, weapons, camping equipment, and anything else one might need in their travels. As you enter the store, another customer storms out, red-faced and cursing under his breath. Inside the store, as we stood face to face with the owner, it became abundantly clear they might leave the establishment enraged. More scumbags with empty pockets. What do you want here? Let's trade. And yeah, you can probably see why everyone hates him, because he's a rip-off merchant by the looks of it. Massively expensive. Your prices are outrageous. I like my prices like I like my mountains. Nice and steep. If you find them too high, feel free to take your business elsewhere. This is the only store here, you say? Only one in this valley, so either pay up or get the fuck out. Damn. Damn, the hell is this guy's problem? Right, he's got to go somewhere else because those prices are outrageous.
Can you see anything?
Let's see if we can... As you can see, the demo basically has blocked off this point for now, so we're going to have to go into town and see if we can likely save our friend. In a small town, probably set up in the last decade or so, rail tracks end at the station nearby. In a small town, probably set up in the last decade or so, rail tracks end at the station nearby. The town, a hanging scaffold has been built at the town square. The townsfolk are hardened by years of living at the very front of the hard west. We look down at Boomtown from atop the hill.
Shit. They beat him good.
So we look down at Boomtown from atop a hill. It was a modest place where the paint is still fresh. The railway tracks cut towards it through the snow. We heard the hubbub as we drew close. The townsfolk have gathered in a small square to watch a lone and bloodied man standing in the gallows. It was Laughing Deer. We're breaking him out, you say sharply. I do like the cut screens.
That's enough. We'll be taking that gentleman with us now. Thank you.
Look at what crawled out from under the snow, guys. Another lost soul in Boomtown.
Pleasure's all mine, Sheriff.
See, this friend of yours is wanted in at least 4 states for murdering some big, fat, and famous chief. Did you know about this?
I don't care. He's mine. Give him back, now.
You heard that, jackass boys? Did that sound like a threat to you? It sure did sound like a threat to me.
Do we have time for this?
I'm asking you one last time.
Say pretty please.
Flynn?
On it, boss.
Witchcraft! Shoot them! Kill them all!
Here we go. Saddle Barrage. Each posse member has a unique skill. Jin can shoot bullets that pass through cover and walls. We call this skill the Saddle Barrage, basically, which is down here. If you want to activate this, which will hit all of those guys, we can't get all 3 of them. I don't think even if we relocate we could get them. So side objectives.
Whoa! Hold your horses.
So this is also one of the things I wanted to say. You can see up at the top left-hand corner, side objectives have popped up. It would be nice if the game basically explained to you what they basically were. Side objectives gives you bonus loot if I'm understanding it correctly. So we need to get all of his equipment, we need to get this equipment which is in the house, and we need to kill all the 9 enemies in a single round. So basically, we've just Flynn's Shadow Step swap allows us to change places with foes and allies. This unstable witchcraft does a small amount of damage to her and the target. So we have her. So who do you want to grab? There's a bloke on the roof there. There's a couple of people over there. So let's
mix it up a bit, shall we?
It says to take him, but I'd rather take the guy on the high guy on the roof, to be honest. So we take a tad of damage. This is just the beginning. More skills will unlock as you progress through Hard West. Right now, though, you know everything you need to massacre the bastards in town. So she's on the roof.
Steady.
Let's basically finish some of these guys off.
You're in for a ride.
Okay. 75% chance to hit him. These guys are tough though, so we actually need to think carefully about how we want to do this. Let's go and kill him. Which will basically finish him off. That won't kill him.
I'm still here.
6 damage. Can't hit him. We can kill him.
Oh, that's... wow.
We can kill him. You can throw dynamite to basically wound these guys. A bullet through his head. We could chuck a dynamite. It's not far enough though to get him. These two are going to be the hardest ones to kill.
Yeah?
Let's switch to his rifle. We can shoot him,
Ready to roll.
which will take all his actions.
Ready, like always.
You can go here and finish him. Damage, proficiency. Yeah, so basically, he can do. Yeah, so we can just about do this. He needs to basically shoot him. And then we use Laughing Deer to basically finish him off. And then we take Flynn on the roof.
I'll try.
To basically hit him. Takes 2 actions to get there. But it takes 2 actions. And he still has 1 action left. So we can take one more thing. And kills all the enemies square in the first round. So we kill all the enemies in the first square. In the square in the first round. So we got the bonus objective. Which is lovely. So let's move and get his equipment.
Let's do this.
And I want Flynn to get down off the roof. because there's not a lot of cover there.
Sure.
Okay, now we just have to kill the rest of the Seraph and his men.
Yeah.
And let's push up into cover. And people are coming out of cover. Okay.
Let's get this over with.
Okay.
Just point. Right.
So he got his equipment, which we can't use yet, which sucks because it means at the moment he's only using
Done and done.
melee, which is not great. Right, so Flynn's ability is turned back on. We have to use it with a rifleman.
One and only.
So we get up there, we can't get up there. I would like to do this, which is Shadow Step. Okay, she can't see that person yet, so let's move up to here. Man, there's a lot of them, isn't there? Okay. We need to switch out with a rifleman. So that's the bonus objective. So let's switch him. This gives us our bonus. Puts us in a bit of trouble as well, but we can deal with that. You can see him fully up here, so put a bullet through the back of his head, please. Which fully reloads his actions. Takes 2 actions to get up there, 1 action to get...
Easy. What's the rush?
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go to his pistol. Let's see if we can get a shot off. I don't think we'll be able to, which sucks. So we're going to have to relocate. Now she's in trouble because we don't have a lot of movement, but she's going to have to just dive behind cover.
Just point.
And he hasn't got the attack seconds left, so he's just going to hunker down. Yeah, so there's people on the roof.
Oh, it's on.
Shake it off, girl.
Ouch, that hurt.
Do that again. I dare you. And I'll spill your guts to show you all the colors of the wind.
Okay, let's move up here. And hit him. Right. So he's dead. Flynn's in the bad way. She hasn't got a ton of health left. And we can't see where the attack of the sniper is. So I'm going to run her to hard cover. And hopefully we get close enough to see where the person on the roof is next turn. 1 action, get out there, swap him out so he's no longer on the roof. Can you guys hit anyone from up here? 50% chance. Well, we can try it.
Let's dance.
Managed to hit him, 50% chance. Fantastic. Because we took out basically him, which is something I was worried about. Okay. Can't see the objects there. Let's try and push up. with full cover. And then hunker down.
Let's do this.
You hunker down as well, please. Right.
Easy.
We need to get close enough to chuck some explosives in the building. Yeah, and you need to push up. I might send him up there to deal with the lone sort of range unit member. So let's keep him pinned down. Man, I was in cover.
On my way.
Right. Man, there's a lot of them. Good thing I brought TNT. Right. So, Flynn, you're up. Move to here, please. You can see him. We could just straight out shoot him, which actually may be just better, to be honest. Yeah.
Got it! Wanna see me get real angry?
Okay. We do have dynamite as well. She can't get it into a good location. We need to relocate. That's the case. Let's get her here. So we relocate. And let's chuck some dynamite into the building.
You're in for a ride.
Excellent. One thing I should warn you guys about this is that any health you lose in the battle map will not regenerate afterwards. You have to, you have to sort of take care of it. So let's take him out.
Wanna see me get real angry?
So we're softening up a lot of the weaker ones. We still need to get inside the building, which is problematic. We can pop him in the head.
Pass it to me.
Right, he took a nasty hit as well. Let's fill him full of lead. Man, yeah, we're just gonna have to shoot him because if we do anything else, and yeah, we're burning luck to hit him. That's fine. We do Shadow Barrage. Got him through cover. And then we got
Ready, like always.
him. It will kill him, which is good.
You are wise to fear me.
Because then we can basically take out this guy. As you can see, as I said, like, Laughing Deer is really powerful, but it's a glass cannon. This guy's a deputy and he's got a ton of health. So we need to basically get him into cover. Get him to hunker down. You need to push up. You need to push up. Okay, so he's got to push out. And he managed to bounce a shot off the roof, which is unfortunate.
I'm still here.
Okay. So let's see. Let's hit that. That's not going to work. Okay. Flynn, you're up. Can you see him? No clear line of sight. Okay, so let's do this. Let's move here. Yeah, let's switch him out. So we take a tad of damage, but we can basically camp and replenish it. And now he's in the open. So we can blast him in the face. There we go.
Is there anyone else after the head of my pal? That's what I thought.
One second, folks. Be right back. Right, so it took us 5 turns, we killed 20 enemies, 4 streaks, we got all the bonus objectives and cleared the main objectives. We got money, we got a new pistol, some talismans, some food and some more dynamite, which is fantastic. The laughing deer wiped the blood from his face and spat like he ate something foul. He took his things from Flynn with a scowl. Man didn't know how to lose, didn't know how to say thank you either. Good to see you back. We thought you were dead. Flynn flung herself into his neck, but he shoved her away angrily.
You both left me there, and Kestrel, and now you're happy to see me?
Sometimes you have to decide which posse member should act at a certain event. When you choose an option suggested by a certain posse member, that character earns you loyalty points. Flynn did what she could, so we get loyalty with Flynn or with Deer. So let's apologise to Deer. You're right.
Of course I'm right.
You're right, I'm sorry for that, but there was no time. You know this. Deer only grunted in response, but I noticed a shift in his attitude. I guess apologies were accepted. What were the charges? How did you survive? Let's lay low for now. Like, normally I would explore the options, but we're getting to the end of the video that I want to record for this, so let's do this. Alright folks, let's lay low for now. Deer, take Richardson's horse and let's find a place to rest, give the folks some time to call back out. I saw a doctor's office nearby, we could get patched up properly tomorrow. We also visit that train station, we need to get the hell out of this frozen shithole. We laid low at some sack at the town's outskirts waiting for the day to pass. The townsfolk avoided us and saw if we were allies or enemies, but looking at the way they cleaned the streets of the corpses, they didn't like the Richie guy much. At dawn we took off to find the medic. Healing. A posse member who falls in combat recovers 1 HP after the fight is over. Other characters keep the number of HP with which they finish the shootout. All wounds can be healed by visiting a surgeon. So we can visit the surgeon. You can also camp to heal yourselves. We got some items from the inventory, which are pretty much not a lot. But we got a nice pistol, which we can give to Bill, which basically has a modifier, which is in bullseye buff effect, which is very nice for him. So he can have that. I will give this pistol to Deer because having a ranged weapon is nice. Also, having some food for our melee characters is useful because food is basically a healing item. We also give her a dynamite as well. And what's this? Bullseye chance. Actually, having bullseye chance is... I'd rather he have bullseye chance. Oh, wrong thing. Goes in the trinket section. Because having increased bullseye chance with him is really nice. But anyway, this has been the second final part of my first look at Hard West 2. I'm a big fan of this game. Even the demo is really nice. It reminds me of the original Hard West, but more sleek, and like the original Hard West was a good game, but it had a lot of hard edges. This one has a lot more polish put into it, and it feels a lot more refined and fluid. So I look forward to seeing this when this game comes out. I've been Cornish-Knight, this has been Hard West 2, and I shall see you all again next time. Goodbye, folks.